Gray waves stretch to the horizon. A converted cargo ship plows through cold Atlantic waters, heading west. On deck, huddled in thin coats, are approximately 40 German women, prisoners of war, captured nurses, support staff, and civilian workers from a field hospital overrun by Allied forces in France. Sound: wind, creaking ship, waves against hull, distant crying of a baby. Narrator: voice of an elderly woman. German accent softened by decades in America, April 1945. The war in Europe was ending, but for us, 40 German women captured when our field hospital was liberated. A different kind of journey was just beginning. We'd heard the stories, the rumors, what Americans did to prisoners, especially women prisoners, especially women like us. Among the women, 3 are visibly pregnant. Greta Hoffman, 24, 7 months along, sits with her hands protectively over her belly. Beside her, Anna Weber, 22, 5 months pregnant, stares at the horizon. Nearby, Liesel Klein, 28, 8 months pregnant and struggling, leans against the rail. An American guard, Corporal James Mitchell, 28, approaches with blankets. Mitchell: ladies, the captain says there's a storm coming. You should go below deck. The women don't respond. Most don't speak English. Greta does, a little. Greta, hesitantly. In accented English we prefer here. Below is. Searches for word: schwul. Hot. Sick. Mitchell: stuffy. Yeah, I get it. But it's safer down there. He offers the blankets. The women eye them suspiciously. Is this a trick? Finally, Anna takes one. Then the others follow. Mitchell: you're gonna be okay. All of you. I know you probably don't believe that, but it's true. Greta translates quietly to the others in German. Some look skeptical. Some look terrified. None look convinced. Cramped quarters. Women packed together on bunks. The 3 pregnant women lie close together for warmth and comfort. Through a small porthole, moonlight streams in. Liesel, in German, subtitled Greta: what did the American guard say to you today? Greta, subtitled: he said we'll be okay. That we're safe. Anna, subtitled: bitterly safe. They're taking us to America. To prison camps. Work camps. Maybe worse. Liesel, subtitled: I heard they separate families. Take babies away. Give them to American couples. Greta, subtitled: that's just rumors, Liesel. We don't know what's true. Anna, subtitled: we know what we did to their prisoners. Why would they treat us any better? Silence. They all know the stories. The camps. The cruelty. The horror. Greta, subtitled: touching her belly, all I know is this baby didn't ask to be born into this war. Neither did yours. Whatever happens, we protect them. Yes. Liesel, subtitled: yes. Whatever happens. Anna, subtitled: whatever happens. They link hands across the narrow space between bunks. A pact, a promise. The Statue of Liberty emerges from morning mist. The ship glides past Ellis Island toward a military dock. The women crowd the rails, seeing America for the first time. It's not what they expected. No bombed buildings. No rubble. No devastation. The city gleams in the morning light, intact, thriving, untouched by war. Liesel, in German, subtitled: stunned, it's whole. Everything is whole. Anna, subtitled: how? How is nothing destroyed? An older woman, Fru Schmidt, 50s, former head nurse, speaks softly. Fru Schmidt, subtitled: because the war never came here. They sent their sons to fight, but their homes remained untouched. The contrast is staggering. Every one of these women has seen bombed cities, burning villages, devastation beyond measure. This pristine city seems like a fantasy. Greta, in English, to Mitchell, who's nearby: all of this, no bombs? Mitchell: no bombs. No fighting on our soil. We've been lucky that way. Greta, translating to the others: no destruction. The war never touched here. The women absorb this. Some cry quietly. Their own cities, Hamburg, Dresden, Berlin, are rubble. Their families, if they still live, are starving in ruins. And here stands New York, gleaming and whole. The women disembark slowly, supervised by American soldiers and Red Cross workers. They're processed, names recorded, medical status noted. The pregnant women are identified immediately. Red Cross worker, A kind-faced woman, MRS. Helen Robertson, 40s. These three need immediate medical attention. When are they due? Military doctor, Captain Sarah Chun, 35. This one, indicating Liesel, could go any day. These two have a few months, but they all need proper prenatal care. Robertson, we have a facility in New Jersey set up for this. The converted hospital? Chun, perfect. Let's get them transported there now. Separate from the main group. Greta overhears enough to understand they're being separated. Panic rises. Greta, to the others, in German. Subtitled, they're separating us. The three of us from the others. Fear ripples through all the women. This is what they feared, being divided, isolated. Mitchell, noticing the panic, ma'am, to Chun. They're frightened. They think we're. Chun, right. She approaches Greta. Can you understand me? Greta, yes. Some. Chun, you three are pregnant. You need doctors. Hospital. Special care. We're taking you somewhere safe. Not prison. Hospital. Understand? Greta, hospital. For us? Chun, for you and your babies. You're still prisoners of war, yes. But pregnant women get special protection under the Geneva Convention. You'll be treated as patients, not criminals. Greta translates. The women look at each other. Is this real? Or another lie? Anna, in German. Subtitle, can we believe them? Greta, subtitled, I don't know. But what choice do we have? A former sanitarium, now converted to house pregnant POWs and those with special medical needs. It's clean, well-maintained, surrounded by trees starting to bloom. Nothing like a prison. A military bus pulls up. Greta, Anna, and Liesel are helped out by Red Cross workers. They stare at the building. White walls, actual glass in the windows, flower boxes. Liesel, in German, subtitled, disbelieving this is a prison? Robertson, who's learned a few German phrases, Nick Gefängnis. Krankenhaus. Hospital. She gestures for them to follow. Inside, the facility is clean, bright. Individual rooms with actual beds. Not bunks, but real beds with white sheets. A common area with chairs and books. Windows that open. The women are led to a medical examination room. Dr. Chun is already there, along with a nurse, Lieutenant Patricia O'Brien, 30. Chun, all right, let's check on these babies. Who wants to go first? Hesitation. Finally, Liesel steps forward. She's the most pregnant, the most uncomfortable. Chun, what's your name? Greta, translating Liesel Klein. She is 8 months. Chun, okay, Liesel. I'm going to examine you. Check the baby's position, heartbeat. It won't hurt. Understand? Liesel nods nervously. The examination is gentle, professional. Dr. Chun listens with a stethoscope, measures, checks vital signs. Chun, smiling, strong heartbeat. Baby's positioned well. Liesel, you're going to have a healthy child very soon. Greta, translating. Her voice catching C-sagged. The baby is healthy. Strong. Liesel begged. To cry, relief, fear, exhaustion all mixing together. Anna and Greta rushed to comfort her. O'Brien, softly, poor things. They must be terrified. Chun, wouldn't you be? Pregnant, captured, brought to enemy territory. Not knowing what's going to happen? The women are brought to dinner. They expect prison food, watery soup, stale bread, scraps. Instead, they find a cafeteria-style setup with actual food. Meat, vegetables, fresh bread, milk, fruit. The 3 pregnant women stand frozen, staring. Robertson, go ahead. Take what you want. There's plenty. Anna approaches the serving line tentatively. She takes a small portion. The server, an older American woman, MRS. Johnson, immediately adds more to her plate. MRS. Johnson, honey, you're eating for 2. Take more. Don't be shy. Anna doesn't understand the words, but understands the gesture. More food. Take more. She looks back at Greta and Liesel, stunned. They fill their plates, still not quite believing. At a table, they begin to eat. The food is real. Hot. Good. Anna, in German, subtitled. Tears streaming, I haven't eaten like this in 2 years. 2 years. Liesel, subtitled, why? Why are they feeding us like this? What do they want from us? Greta, subtitled, maybe. Maybe they're just following the rules. The Geneva Convention. Prisoners must be treated humanely. Anna, subtitled, bitterly we didn't follow those rules. Our camps. Greta, subtitled, cutting her off I know. But maybe that's the difference. Maybe they're better than we were. Silence as they absorb this uncomfortable truth. A simple but clean room. A real bed. A small window looking out at trees. Greta sits on the edge of the bed, touching the clean sheets, still not quite believing this is real. A knock at the door. Mrs. Robertson enters with a bundle. Robertson, I thought you might need these. She unfolds the bundle, maternity clothes. Clean, proper maternity dresses. Not glamorous, but practical and appropriate for pregnant women. Robertson, we had these donated by churches. Women in the area heard we'd have pregnant prisoners and wanted to help. Greta, stunned, donated? For us? Robertson, for the babies, really. American women know that babies are innocent, no matter what side their mothers were on. She also pulls out knitting needles and yarn. Robertson, do you knit? Greta, yes. My mother taught me. Robertson, then maybe you can make something for your baby. Booties, a blanket. Something made with love. She sets everything on the bed and turns to leave. Greta, voice breaking, why? Why are you being kind? We are enemy. German. Nazi. Robertson, turning back, are you a Nazi, Greta? Greta, I was nurse. I helped wounded soldiers. I didn't. I just did my job. Robertson, were you in a concentration camp? Did you hurt innocent people? Greta, no. Never. I was field hospital nurse. I helped whoever was hurt. German, allied, it didn't matter. Wounded is wounded. Robertson, then you're not my enemy. You're a young woman who's going to be a mother. And every mother deserves a chance to bring her baby into the world with dignity. She leaves. Greta sits on the bed, holding the yarn, and begins to sob. Deep, wrenching sobs of relief, confusion, and overwhelming emotion. Greta, Anna, and Liesel sit together in a sunny common room. Other women are there too. Some pregnant, some postpartum with babies, some recovering from medical issues. All German POWs. Nurse O'Brien enters with a cart of supplies. O'Brien, good morning, ladies. Time for prenatal vitamins and checkups. She goes to each woman, distributing pills, checking blood pressure, making notes. When she gets to Liesel, she frowns. O'Brien, Dr. Chen, can you come here? Dr. Chen arrives quickly, examines Liesel. Chen, Liesel, I think your baby's ready to come. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. How are you feeling? Greta, translating, she asks how you feel. Liesel in German, subtitled like pressure. Heavy. And my back hurts. Greta, to Chen she says pressure. Back pain. Chen, that's labor starting. Early stage. Liesel, we're going to get you to the maternity ward. You're going to have your baby here. With proper doctors and nurses. You're going to be safe. Liesel grips Greta's hand, terrified. Liesel in German, subtitled what if they take my baby? What if I never see it again? Chen, through Greta's translation, Liesel, listen to me. Your baby will stay with you. We're not monsters. You'll feed your baby. Hold your baby. Raise your baby. At least until this war is over and you can go home. I promise you this. Liesel, subtitled promise? Chen, promise. A clean, well-equipped delivery room. Liesel is in labor, attended by Dr. Chen, Nurse O'Brien, and several other medical staff. Greta is there too, holding Liesel's hand, translating, encouraging. Hours pass. The labor is long but progressing normally. Chen, all right, Liesel. Next contraction. You need to push. Ready? Liesel screaming, in German ich kann nicht. I can't. Greta, in German, gripping her hand, du kannst. For a dying baby. You can. For your baby. One final push. A baby's cry fills the room. Healthy, strong, angry at being born. Chen, it's a boy. Liesel, you have a son. The baby is cleaned, wrapped in a soft blanket, and placed immediately in Liesel's arms. Not taken away. Not removed. Given to his mother. Liesel stares at her son, tears streaming, unable to believe this is real. Liesel, in Strong German, and healthy. Subtitled Main
8
son.
pounds, 2 ounces.
Main kleiner Sohn.
Greta translates.
My son. Then begins
My little
crying
son.
herself. Chen,
Anna,
he's beauty, who's been waiting outside, is brought in. She sees the baby and breaks down too. Anna, in German, subtitled They let you keep him. They really let you keep him. Nurse O'Brien, of course we let her keep him. What did you think we'd do? Greta translates the question. The three women exchange glances. What they thought Americans would do is too terrible to say aloud. Liesel lies in a clean bed, her baby boy sleeping in a bassinet beside her. Greta and Anna sit nearby. Mrs. Robertson brings soup and bread for Liesel. Robertson, you need to keep your strength up. For nursing. She sets down the food, then reaches into her pocket and pulls out a small hand-knitted baby hat. Robertson, this was my grandson's. He's too big for it now. I thought, maybe your son could wear it. Liesel doesn't understand all the words, but understands the gesture. She takes the tiny blue hat, holds it to her heart, then to her lips. Liesel, in broken English, thank you. Robertson, eyes misting your welcome, dear. Welcome to America. After she leaves, the three women sit in silence. Anna, in German, subtitled I don't understand. We're the enemy. Why are they so kind? Greta, subtitled I've been thinking about this. All day, all night. And I think it's because they can be. They're winning the war. Their country is safe. They can afford to be merciful because victory is certain. We couldn't afford mercy because we were desperate. Liesel, subtitled, looking at her baby, or maybe it's because they see us as human, not as Germans or enemies, just as people, as mothers. Anna, subtitled, that's what we failed to do, isn't it? See others as human. Heavy silence. These are not comfortable thoughts, but necessary ones. Greta, subtitled, when my baby comes, I'm going to tell them about this. About the Americans who showed us mercy when they didn't have to, who treated us with dignity when we expected cruelty. My child will know that there is a better way. Spring is in full bloom. The hospital grounds are green and peaceful. Greta and Anna walk together, both very pregnant now, while Liesel sits on a bench nursing her baby boy, whom she's named Peter. American soldiers guard the perimeter, but distantly. This doesn't feel like a prison. Corporal Mitchell, approaching ladies. Mail call came. There's something for you, Greta. He hands her a letter. She stares at it. It's from her mother in Germany, forwarded through the Red Cross. Greta, voice shaking, my mother. She's alive. The Red Cross found her. She reads aloud, translating for the others. Her mother is in Hamburg, living in the ruins. There's no food, no heat, but she's alive. And she's so relieved to know Greta is safe, even as a prisoner. Greta, continuing to read, she says, better to be a prisoner in America than free in this hell. At least you can eat. At least you're safe. Take care of yourself and my grandchild. I will meet them someday, God willing. All three women cry. For home. For what's been lost. For what's been survived. Anna, in German, subtitled, do you think we'll ever go home? Greta, subtitled, someday. When the war ends. When Germany is rebuilt. But right now we're here. And here we're safe. Our babies will be born healthy. We have food, medical care, kindness. That's more than most people in Germany have right now. Liesel, subtitled, looking at Peter, I used to think America was the enemy. Now I don't know what to think. Mitchell, who's been standing nearby, think of us as people. Just people. Some good, some bad, most somewhere in between. Same as anywhere. Greta, in English you are good people, Corporal Mitchell. You and Mrs. Robertson and Dr. Chun. You are very good people. Mitchell, we're just doing what's right, ma'am. What any decent person would do. Greta, that is not true. Not everyone would. Not everyone did. But you did. Greta is in labor now. It's shorter than Liesel's was, just 6 hours. And then a cry. A baby girl. Chun, congratulations, Greta. You have a daughter. The baby is placed in Greta's arms. She's perfect. Tiny. Beautiful. And safe. Greta, in English, Hope. I name her Hope. Because that is what she is. What America gave me. Hope. Chun, that's a beautiful name. Anna stands beside the bed. Her own belly huge now. She'll give birth in just a few weeks. Anna, in German. Subtitled, she's beautiful, Greta. Perfect. Greta. Subtitled, Anna. When your baby comes, I'll be there. Just like you were for me. Anna. Subtitled, we three. Together. Whatever comes. Liesel. Entering with Peter, whatever comes. The three women, former enemies, now prisoners, always mothers, stand together, their babies in their arms, in a country that showed them mercy when they expected none. Black and white photos fade into modern footage. We see elderly Greta, now 98, sitting in a comfortable American home, her daughter Hope, now 75, beside her. Elderly Greta, in perfect English, now that first day in America changed everything. We expected cruelty. We received compassion. We expected punishment. We received care. More photos, the three women with their babies. The hospital staff. Letters from home. Narrator. Of the 40 German women captured and brought to America in April 1945, 12 were pregnant. All 12 gave birth in American facilities. All 12 babies survived. All 12 mothers received proper medical care throughout their pregnancies and after. Photos of Liesel with Peter, Anna with her daughter. Narrator. Under the Geneva Convention, pregnant POWs were classified as needing special protection. America took this seriously. Pregnant German prisoners received the same prenatal care as American women: vitamins, regular checkups, proper nutrition, and safe delivery environments. Modern day. Elderly Anna, 98, in her German home, looking at old photographs. Elderly Anna, in German, subtitled after the war ended, "We were repatriated. I returned to Germany with my daughter. The country was destroyed, ruined. We struggled for years. But I never forgot the kindness shown to us. The Americans could have been cruel. They chose not to be." Photo of elderly Liesel, who passed away in 2010. Narrator. Liesel Klein returned to Germany in 1946 with her son Peter. She spent the rest of her life working for international humanitarian causes, believing that the mercy she received should be extended to all prisoners. When I was a nurse there, back to elderly we didn't know it until later. Hope in America. We married elderly in 1949. I stayed in America. I became an American citizen. The war, in 1952. I met an American soldier who'd been wounded in Germany. Greta's daughter, my mother, taught me that people are not their governments. That mercy is strength, not weakness. That even in war, we must remember humanity. Elderly Greta. That first day in America, I expected a prison. I found a hospital. I expected enemies. I found caregivers. I expected to lose my baby. Instead, I gave birth to her in safety and held her in my arms. She takes Hope's hand. Elderly Greta. That changed my life. It changed my understanding of what people can be to each other, even in the darkest times. Narrator. Between 1943 and 1945, over 400,000 German POWs were held in camps across the United States. While conditions varied, the treatment of prisoners, especially pregnant women and children, generally followed Geneva Convention protocols. Many German prisoners later reported being shocked by how well they were treated, especially compared to the Eastern Front. Final montage. Photos of German POW camps in America, showing prisoners playing sports, attending classes, working on farms, receiving medical care. Narrator. This is not to say America's record was perfect. There were abuses. There was prejudice. But for three pregnant German women arriving on their first day in America in 1945, what they found was not what they feared. They found mercy. They found dignity. They found hope. Final image. Elderly Greta holding a photo of young Greta with baby Hope, taken in 1945. Elderly Greta. On that first day, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. But it was real. All of it. The kindness, the care, the humanity. That was my first day in America. And it was the day I learned that even in war, goodness can survive. This story is inspired by true events. During World War II, approximately 400,000 German POWs were held in camps across the United States. While the specific characters in this narrative are fictional, the treatment of pregnant POWs was guided by Geneva Convention protocols, and pregnant women did receive special medical care and consideration. The contrast between American treatment of POWs and conditions in war-torn Europe was stark and frequently noted by prisoners themselves. Many German POWs reported being surprised by the relatively humane treatment they received, adequate food, medical care, and respect for their dignity as prisoners. This story honors the medical personnel, Red Cross workers, and everyday Americans who chose to see prisoners as human beings deserving of care, even in the midst of a terrible war. Their choices reflected the best of American values and demonstrated that mercy and strength can coexist.